I don't know if I've sent any of those, but it's like it's going around where this kind of weird voice like a smoker voice is saying these and showing feet. Yeah, cat. But that's what I was thinking. But it
Oh.
could be your new nickname if you'd like. Make a new T-shirt.
Do you think you have enough time to show up in it?
I think one is all you get.
I see.
You should be grateful.
I am grateful.
Oh, that someone loves you that much to create a very special T-shirt.
I know. I don't know if I properly thanked you for that.
Oh, was it? I think my mom asked you'd be embarrassed by it, and
Mm.
I said, I think it was like a 50-50 chance because I think anyone seeing their face on a T-shirt is like a little embarrassing. But at the same time, I felt like you would feel appreciated.
Yes, of course. To know that I was loved so much.
Yeah, for your birthday.
And how many people get their faces on a t shirt anyway? I can think of not a one.
No.
Let's see.
Donovan sent a picture of a manga. It says, "Let's do it already." Let's read this back. Free-spirited Yuri Hasegawa and straight-laced Kichiro Katsuragi have fallen in love. But his elite political family producing a line of prime ministers does not allow male descendants to engage in any sexual relations until they are 18. Can the physical affectionate Yuri and rule-abiding Kichiro keep their relationship strictly chaste?
Wow. I'm guessing the answer
Well,
is no.
I don't know. Goodness. Self-restraint? She just wants a kiss on the cheek? Uh-oh. Well. Oh, I'm ready. Let's do it. Some duos.
I was going to ask you what. Well, I expected you to say, "So, what are we doing?" And I was going to say, I was going to drop the hammer. I was going to say, "No. Now you have to decide."
Man, I would have gotten an erotic thrill.
With my petulant 12-year-old back talk voice, no. But you had decided, in fact.
Yeah, I mean, we're at the point now where the question is, when will Stella finish Resident Evil 4?
It's like a Russian novel.
I know, I best not say that I'm going to play it, because then I just consider myself a liar, or I
Mm.
make myself into one, so there was really no excuse. I had 3 days, I have 3 chapters, should have done a chapter a day, easy peasy. But no, instead, I was watching, TV basically, streaming, and then reading lots of smut. So that was my weekend. Am I proud of it? Well, I'm not ashamed. It could have
Good.
been more productive, but it was a vacation. It's about to get hard in the next, month of moving, etc. So I thought, might as well take this for myself.
That's good. That's healthy. I mean, I know that you're on an important mission to rescue the president's daughter, but.
I know. And I have her again for the third time.
Ah.
But here's hoping we can make it out. I don't know. So, yeah. Sometimes I think, oh man, maybe if I build up enough, like, I don't know, me time or vegetative time, then I can make it through the stressful times. But it really doesn't work that way.
Interesting.
You think, oh, if you build up or have this kind of an extra battery pack, as I joked with you and your social battery,
Hmm.
then you can kind of have that at the ready. But I think I still just get tired. I guess I'm just waiting. I think part of it is I'm just ready for a purpose.
Oh, interesting.
You know? And I think once I finally have
Damn it.
have the purpose, you know, teaching finally, and
Mm-hmm.
then I think I'll feel more energized.
Right.
I mean, I'm also expecting to be putting in lots of time, so I have to have that energy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we'll see.
Well, it's an interesting time, certainly, this sort of interim period. I can see why a project like Resident Evil 4 is taking the back burner.
I know, yeah, and even today, because I was reminded that Jeffrey Rush is reprising his role as Isaac in Last of Us Part 2, and I was like,
Jeffrey Wright.
oh,
I was
Jeffrey
like Captain
Rush.
Barbados from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Sorry, yeah, Jeffrey Wright. And I was like, man, who is that? And I was like, I think he's with Abby. So I'm like scratching my head. And then I saw a picture of him. I was like, okay, I kind of remember it. And then I looked up Isaac on YouTube today and watched the scene where Yara dies twice, kind of, because she like gets stabbed, I think, and then she ends up shooting Isaac. And I was like, oh, right. And then I had this whole feeling of, I really want to play Last of Us Part 2 on the PlayStation 5, but I can't do that. There's like a proper order to things. I have to finish Resident Evil 4, and then Last of Us Part 1, and then so it's like, oh, maybe I could do this in July, you know, between doing a skeleton of the curriculum and getting to know Baltimore. Maybe I can also play these games. But, yeah, I think I was also thinking today, this is what happened to God of War, where I was like really into it, and then all of a sudden, like, I just wasn't in the mood, and then it was years, and then when I finished, I was like, it can't be that way.
Oh my God.
What does that mean? Count the fruit. What do you think that means?
Literally count the fruit, but where's the...
Well, there's fruit right here. I don't understand.
Avoid rising slime.
What's
Where
going
are we
on?
standing to get the...
This, I guess.
What's happening?
Stand on... Oh, shoot. Oh,
Wait,
stand
what
on answer tile. Oh, I don't know.
What,
But I did see these. I guess we're okay.
Oh, which one is more?
Oh.
Well, you gotta tell us that, guys.
Yeah, I know. What? 1, 2...
Oh, definitely the purple
4.
grenade-looking things.
Grapes, I think. Yeah.
One
I
of these
think so.
Southeast
1, 2, 3,
Asian
4. Uh-oh. Yeah, it really is. Wait, what happened?
Did you get killed?
That's nuts! Yeah, I was just about to jump up to the thing, and then, it
glopped you.
It got me. That's messed up.
It was
no, that was my
coconut.
fault. Really?
Yeah, I would not have guessed that.
No. Wow, this is really bishy-bashy.
We're in fifth. I don't think we're gonna do it.
Wow, okay. I don't recall seeing any directions on the home screen.
I know. Well, you live and you learn.
Boy. You do live and you learn.
Alright. Well, I think that's a good idea in terms of having some comforts, some familiar comforts while you're in a new place, adjusting.
True, yeah. I was talking with Donovan today that I kind of had this dream. Obviously, a lot of my dreams are, they're attainable. You know, like my in-unit washer-dryer, for example. This dream is to have a bookshelf specifically for romance novels, and to have above it a print that I have of Nightwing in a very sexy pose, and then get one of those lit up, those neon signs, and like, I don't know, it'd be funny if I had one that said smut on it, but I could also just do like love or something like that and have this like little romance corner. I was thinking about that today.
Oh, that would be good. You could partition it off with a velvet rope.
Ooh, yeah, and like have hand sanitizer or bleach nearby.
The box
and
of
a tissue
tissues.
box, yeah.
You're like, I know what this is used for.
Oh,
I've got a
yeah.
friend.
I sure do.
Ugh,
Man.
man, that's funny. Well, that's all. I mean, it's. I don't know if you get excited by like the prospect of home decor, but when I moved into the new apartment, I was like, ooh, all this space, unlimited options. But then, obviously, it's dependent on like where the outlets are and things
Oh,
like that.
yeah, that's true. I am looking forward to it just because I currently live in 452 square feet and
Hmm.
I think I'll have double. So
Whoa.
just that, the fact that it won't look like trash basically. Because it's like things, it's not that I have a lot, it's just that I have a lot for the space. And so if I have, like, I've got these boxes because I just don't have anywhere to put them, for
Yeah.
instance, you know? And so now, oh, well, I'll have a walk-in closet or I'll have a pantry, so I won't need to have these boxes just randomly somewhere, which will be
Everywhere
great.
boxes.
Yeah, or not have a TV on top of a dresser, for instance, and have both of the dressers in my actual bedroom. That'll be nice.
Oh. I was thinking
Get
about
a
if I did get a TV, I'd put it on the dresser.
Yeah, I kind of want a quote unquote entertainment center.
Mm-hmm.
I have entirely too many DVDs to actually fit inside of it, but to like
Yeah.
have my my PlayStation set up nicely, I think
Mm-hmm.
that sort of thing.
That would be, gosh, all these ideas.
I know. I mean, you'll be there. You might be able to help me do some stuff.
I could help you with the feng shui. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
right. I was thinking recently about rearranging the desks, but like, I've got the router, and I feel like
Oh.
that needs to be out of the way, so it's like the desk can only be in a certain spot. Um, I was thinking of like a special place for all these K-pop albums because I have them on the bookshelf, but
Oh.
I feel like I would rather have that bookshelf for DVDs. We'll see. Yeah, I was thinking about because we could certainly rent Civil War. I mean, I wouldn't have an issue with that.
Well,
Um,
I wasn't sure if because you said you got a digital special as well. I wondered if the digital you could get that in advance, but I guess
right.
not.
Yeah, I don't know if unless it's just
That's
like a piece of paper on.
It probably is the slip that says ultraviolet. Log on to dot 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 and get your free copy.
I remember opening a DVD too late and finding that and being like, ah!
Oh,
Think
yeah.
of sort of Punisher Warzone. Um, so I have been thinking of alternatives, of course.
Okay.
Now, naturally, there's my default, which is Lady Vengeance. Um, that
Okay.
would you would definitely have to look at the Parents Guide for that one.
Oh dear, oh dear.
And but
Oh,
oh shoot, I thought I could
get
go on
out of there.
the.
Get out of the pit. Oh shoot, can you not grab it? Oh my heavens. Oh, I'm
No!
gonna
Oh,
boogity
I got
slime.
slimed.
Oh
I didn't know
no.
there was
Oh
slime.
no.
We did so well in the first one.
Oh no. Well, ah!
That's just it. We're done.
Yeah.
Darn. Okay.
Yeah.
It's take no prisoners.
Lady Vengeance. It's violent, right? Is it
Yeah.
intense? Oh, why'd you say it like that?
Well, it's not like it's not gory, but it's sort of conceptually disturbing. There's like
Let's
just
see.
things that happen that aren't what you would expect, and one scene that is upsetting.
Well, do you know where it is and you'd be able to warn
Yeah.
me? Well, because I asked you for that during the octopus and you did not do a good job.
Well, I forgot about the octopus.
I was like, can you remind me or can you warn me when these things are going to happen? You're like, sure. And then things were happening and you weren't warning me. Let's see. Man is stabbed with scissors. Oh, a puppy. Good heavens. Whoa. Massive amount of blood is dumped into cans for some reason.
Nice.
A woman has a man tied up and gagged. Shoots a man in the face at point blank. Cuts off her own finger for some reason. Some guts are shown. There's some spoiler. A child on a videotape is hanged. And a character dies after being fed bleach.
Yeah.
And then
child hanging.
frightening and intense. Oh, why are children being executed? This does sound disturbing.
Yeah, that's the upsetting part.
How often do you see it?
It's just one sequence towards the end, and it's on like videotape, which actually kind of makes it even more disturbing. But I mean, I used to like watch that or show that to all my friends, and it has since become my second favorite movie of all time.
Gosh, it's you and Lady Vengeance is like me and Promising Young Woman.
It just gets better and better the more you
Where
watch it.
I keep showing it to all these people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, tentatively yes. Maybe I'll just like, well, I can at least close my eyes. I can also leave the room as long as you're good about telling me. Yeah, because I become upset for some reason with child violence.
Yeah, that's a big one. I don't particularly enjoy that myself, but I think in the
No.
context of the film, it makes sense. Um, I just worry. I mean, that's just one option, and I worry because I don't know how much Donovan gets out of those movies. Like he saw Old Boy, and I think he thinks it's a good movie, but I don't know if he was like, wow, you know.
I think it was still, he's just so shocked that you trolled him in the way that you did.
That was a good troll. I do regret that I didn't let Jan in on that one. Um, so the other one I was thinking of was Zardoz, which I have not seen.
Oh, with the
With the
penis
penis
is
is
evil?
good.
Oh, that would be pretty, that would be pretty funny though.
Yeah,
Oh, so
I think
yeah,
we'd all get a kick out of that
tentatively.
one.
The penis is
The
evil.
gun is, or I guess the penis is evil. Yeah, the gun is good.
Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, for some reason. Oh, so have you seen all of Game of Thrones or like most of it?
I've only seen the first season, but I pretty much
Oh,
know
okay.
via cultural osmosis
That,
the broad outline.
oh yeah. So the Red Wedding in season 3,
Mm.
I think it's season 3, is like by far the most disturbing. Well, Pedro's skull getting crushed, that was pretty bad. But when whoever came behind Robb Stark's wife at the time
Mm-hmm.
and stabs her repeatedly in the stomach in order to kill the fetus, like that
Yeah,
was
that was.
like by far, I was upset for days afterwards.
Yeah.
So it's like things like that. I was even watching The Bad Batch, and they had an episode where an infant that's force sensitive was stolen by Cad Bane.
Mm.
And that, I was like upset the rest of the episode just because the mother was like knocked out. It was a baby. It was just horrible. And then you have to think, oh my gosh, the Jedi were doing this exact thing, but hopefully with more compassion.
Mm-hmm.
But just, yeah, things like that with kids. I guess just because the idea that, they're innocent,
Yeah.
you know?
No, I totally get that. It's a weird
Oh,
example.
I was
You
by
almost got me.
you. Oops.
There's this shot in the movie Jurassic World where there's a bunch of kids playing on the dinosaur petting zoo, and it kind of, for some reason, it just kind of bothered me because nothing was happening. They were like happy, but it was just like, I know that this is going to like something bad is going to happen, and I don't know. It bothered me. Um, yeah, my red wedding, I guess, was in Chernobyl. Oh, my tail.
Oh, you lost it?
Yeah, so I'm gonna get it back. I can get my tail back.
I usually have bad luck.
Hey, that's my tail.
Jeez.
But anyway, it was an episode where they were killing the stray animals of Chernobyl, and it was just
Oh no.
a lot
And a
of dog
puppy
murder.
is shot in this one.
Yeah, which I always forget about.
No.
Your tail got stole.
Yeah, I just had one and then it got
Oh,
stolen.
no.
That was so sad.
I guess I should play Jumpy. Practice for that round. That guy couldn't hang. Can you?
I'm not gonna make it.
No.
That's okay. Oh, carry on without me. I'll support you in the wings.
I will carry on, my wayward son. If my window weren't open, I would have belted it
Carry on
out.
my wayward son. We'll be pissed when you
Thank you. Oh no.
Oh, fruit. Oh, no, indeed.
Your
I'll play you.
favorite.
It is my favorite. Oh, what's this? I'll play you a reel and you tell me where it's from, but this is
Okay.
something else. Picking out a cat here.
Guess I gotta try the hammer trick. Oh no!
Oh, no.
I tried.
Let's see. Let's go to our favorite reel.
Holy
Let's
crap.
think about this. My collection? I don't even know how to get to our collection. Uh-oh.
I didn't make it.
Oh, you didn't make it?
No. I went the high risk strategy.
Let's see. I'll just go into hours. And then... There it is.
There it is.
Hi, what is that? Skynet, get out of Hi, what is that? Skynet, get out of
It cracks me up! It's just because of Arnold voicing over it.
I've never heard that before.
But I sent it to you, the drone that goes after the cat.
Oh,
Oh dear.
that's
Man.
awesome.
What do you think is more likely? Code, what is it, Zero or Code Veronica? And what is Zero about? Can you remind me? Resident
Zero?
Evil?
I think
Yeah.
that's like the sidequel to the original with Rebecca Chambers.
Oh. Okay.
Hmm.
To the original. So it's happening at the same time that they're in the mansion?
Maybe I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe it happens like directly afterward, because I assume Rebecca would be in the mansion,
Oh.
but maybe it happens before. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, because I guess she is one of the people they show, isn't it?
Hmm.
On that screenshot I sent you.
She's a little cutie pie.
Yes, is that her? Yeah, it's her and Chris, I think. Maybe
I
it's
don't
not.
know.
Is that not Chris?
It might be some other guy.
It
Like
says
some
RPD Stars. Yeah, I don't know.
stars.
And then yeah, Claire.
Eclair. Reunited.
I miss her.
Well, you're really, I mean, as soon as you're into like 4, 5, and 6, that's when you're into the real dry spell with Claire.
I know, you're like so far away from her. Jeez.
And 7
Yeah, I
and 8,
guess.
I mean, jeez.
Yeah, because I played Revelations
Mhm.
1. I don't think she's in 2.
I thought she was only in
remember.
2.
Oh, then maybe it's that one where you're a partner with that girl who has a power. Well, who was in 1 then?
I think that was Jill
Oh, golly.
on the boat.
So many Resident Evils.
I know, seriously. I've only played the
Some of them are
best.
good.
5 and 6.
5 and 6? Wow.
Everybody's
I mean,
favorite.
it's really, I think couples who are about to get married should play 6 and basically be like, if you can survive this and you're still dating, or still engaged rather, then you'll make it. You'll make it.
Mhm.
Don't you think?
I think so. Do you think we survived Resident Evil 6?
It was touch and go. That's
You
certainly
had
the
some long
most
and hard-
heated we
Oh,
got,
no.
but yeah, I mean, I think so.
I think so too.
Do you think it made us stronger, or do you think that was another game?
I think I would say Aliens probably helped us the most.
Oh, yes, I would agree, because we really had to learn how to communicate well.
Mm-hmm. And it was a game that we both actually enjoyed instead of whatever it was we were doing with RE6.
Oi. Yeah.
Oh no, we got a couple of lagomorphs.
Oh, are we in a squad of 4?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You know it. Barney
Oh, I got-
noise, too.
Clenched bead, 46.
I think he was born in 1946.
Oh, golly.
He doesn't quite
Could
get
you imagine?
No, I can't.
Man, there's like a guy that pops up sometimes on Instagram who was a sniper. I don't know which, looking at his age, maybe Korean War. I don't know, but he was in the army, and he's like on one of these military games and is just like taking people out. I also watched a girl just destroying other guys, and just like the utter misogyny that were coming from these guys online as she's like destroying them was nuts. And she was telling them like, you know, I'm streaming right now, I'm getting paid for this. But yeah, it's just like, you feel like things have gotten better, but no, it's still
I know.
fragile egos when some, ooh, Blast Atlantis.
Well, I've been mapping out my marketing plan for the comic,
Oh,
looking at
yeah.
like small YouTubers and bloggers who talk about like similar comics, like the Aliens What If that just came out. And it's kind of a landmine, as you well know, the comics criticism world. I mean, there's a lot of very hateful people.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not saying that like Martian Sun is like screamingly SJW right now, but I mean certainly there are stories about women, and I think that's all it takes for some of these people.
Here. So your thought is that you would reach out to them, ask them to kind of review or read it and see if they would have you on?
Just a review probably. Somebody actually had done
Okay.
that for me with Eyes East, and I was like, sure. And I posted a review, and maybe they got some clicks.
There you
I'm
go.
not looking to build a massive audience, just get some eyes on it.
Well, you
but-
still have, potentially in August we could have our sit down,
That's true.
because we could do it in person.
We're coming at you live from Baltimore.
Whoa!
We could go to a
the
convention
wire.
center. Oh no.
Yeah! There you go.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm just waiting. I think I'm gonna do one more story just to have a nice coda to the current collection, because the 8 that I have right now don't really seem to have an ending, but there's a good thematic conclusion. I just have to
Gotcha.
write it. Oh no. Ooh, sniped.
You think you'll ever do like a happy romance story or something?
Yeah. And in
That
fact, I've
doesn't
been...
involve any death?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I've got to write a story that isn't like that. Not to say that they're all about violence or whatever, but they're all specifically about, like, the psychology of murder in a weird way, and I had no idea until they were actually compiled.
Yeah, that you're a sociopath, you mean?
Yeah. Well, really what it is like,
I had no idea.
when I was younger, like in early high school, I think, and we were learning about the Vietnam War, I got very, I don't know what the word is, like, did you get boomed?
Almost. Ooh.
Ooh, well, they're really aggressive. Oh! Yeah, I almost got killed. I forgot to go to my hiding spot, which doesn't seem to exist anymore. Oh, there it is. So yeah, we were learning about the Vietnam War, and I got really, like, I guess, indignant about the concept of post-traumatic stress disorder. I thought, so you go off to war, and that's bad, and then when you come back, you're still just screwed up, even if you survive. I thought that was really, I thought it was bull. And so I started researching kind of on my own about, like, what happens to a soldier's mind, and then I learned that it isn't, like, military training does something very specific, and well, regardless, it led me to the conclusion that war is not like a natural phenomenon, that it is something very much a product of like the modern age. And I thought that was interesting, and so a lot of the stories that I end up writing are about the process of essentially military psychology, but just extrapolated into different settings, like, for example, a guy who shoots a robot. No, I saw that. I could
I
have
was trying to
rescued
grab
you.
and everything. Oh man.
Yeah, I doubt you can grab this ledge. Oh, I forgot about the fan. That always gets me. Uh, so last week, something terrible happened. I got the signal in my car that said I needed an oil change. Now, I immediately froze up because getting an oil change means interacting with a person, which I do not like to do. And especially with this kind of thing, it's like, it's a new place. I don't know what to do. You drive into whatever, gas station or auto shop it is, and, do you park and then go, oh, I got grabbed.
Oh,
I was assassinated.
the disrespect.
Yeah. I guess we gotta wait for our squad. I don't think we're gonna make it, though. Maybe? No.
We're third. We have to be
Oh.
top two. Yeah.
So yeah, obviously for somebody with social anxiety like myself, it kind of, it's one of those things. And so I even looked it up online. I was like, what do you do when you go to get an oil change? Because back in the day, I used to just go to Jiffy Lube, and that was really easy. And even though they still try to upsell you, you just you pull into wherever, because I mean, that's all they do. So there's no ambiguity about what are you here for? And then you would just sit in the lobby for 15 minutes and then you were done. And so I looked it up on Reddit and I was like, what do you do to get an oil change? And they were like, you would park and then go inside and say what you needed and hand over the keys. And I was like, oh, okay, that sounds good. And so I go today to the Gulf station. Let's see. Let's do duos. This was the Gulf station at the end of the street. And I pull up and there's no parking lot. So I say, okay, I'm gonna have to position my car somewhere and I guess wait for somebody to come over and say, hey, what are you doing? Which is the worst possible scenario. I don't want that. So I go and there's these 3 garages and the middle garage is occupied. So I pull over to the third one, or the leftmost one, where there's a guy standing there on his phone, and we make eye contact and he starts shaking his head. And I literally say, no, question mark. So I pull up, so now my car is perpendicular to the garage so that I can talk to him. And I say, can I get an oil change? And he doesn't say anything. He just kind of circles the hood of my car and then goes to the other side. And I'm expecting him to give me some direction. And all he says is, regular synthetic. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
what?
And he goes, regular synthetic. And I was like, oh, regular or synthetic, which I did not know was a thing. So I was like, regular. Hoping that
Reddit
was...
failed you.
Yeah, really. All these questions.
What was your anxiety level at this time?
It was very high. I'm surprised I could
Okay.
perform at all.
Okay.
Because, obviously this guy did not want me to be there. I don't know why, but he was very distracted. He was on his phone the whole time. So he takes my car and, puts it in the garage, and then, he doesn't, tell me where to go or anything. So I'm just standing there by the pumps, and so I'm like, all right, well, let me sort of walk over to where there's, a door, maybe there's an office, and it's just, the convenience store attached to the gas station, and there's one chair in there. So I just stand outside the convenience store the whole time.
Oh no. You should have had a cigarette at least.
I know. See, I was thinking all I could do was look at my phone occasionally and look like I was doing
dear.
something. And
This
it's a
is
very busy intersection. Yeah.
Oh no. It reminds me of your flight from Los Angeles to Boston when you just stared at the ceiling.
If only I could have that confidence, but I don't.
Oh dear.
So then eventually I see that my car is done. He pulls it out and then parks kind of in a weird spot on the gas station because another car had like come in. He gets out of the car and goes back. Actually goes to a different pump to attend to a different car, and I'm looking at him. And I'm like, well, obviously I'm not going to get in my car and drive away. So like, what do I do? And then eventually he looks back at me from a distance and points at the convenience store. And I had to just extrapolate.
okay.
Oh, okay, I'll go inside and pay there, rather than like deal with you directly. Like, so yeah, worst. I mean, for as sort of as bad as it wasn't that bad. But it was like, come on, dude.
I would say that this guy seems not the best. Why was he shaking his head initially?
I don't know. That is very mysterious to me. Like, he just got one look at me, and it was like,
I mean,
ooh,
isn't
this
that
guy
his
looks
job
like
when
trouble.
he wants someone to come to his port?
Right? I mean, look, I
So
haven't
I would
shaved
say
in
a
while.
lot of. You said you haven't shaved in a while?
Yeah, maybe I look
So
like
what?
a neighborhood
You look
tough.
like a Unabomber, and he wanted nothing to do with you?
The sunglasses didn't help.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he read Midnight Sun and thought, uh-oh, this guy murdered a synthetic. Well, yeah, no, I would say a lot of this is his fault, so
Thank you.
don't feel self-conscious. Don't feel too self-conscious.
I think I held the penguin for all of 2 seconds, so that was my
Oh
bad.
no. That's
I didn't-
okay. I had a good streak. I got it
I
and then
know.
oh, we got eliminated.
Yes.
Oh. I was so close. I was on like 30 or something.
I know.
Oh,
I
Pixel
just-
Painters was next.
Ooh, that's a bad
Guess we dodged a bullet,
one, as they say.
as they say. Oh boy. Well, I'm sorry that happened to you. But the good news is you now have an oil change or a new filter.
Yes, and I mean that comes around so rarely. I feel like people say you're supposed to change your oil more often than not, or
Isn't it
more
like
often.
6,000 miles or something? No.
See, I have no idea. I don't know anything about cars. Yeah, Ducos is fine. I just know that they go fast, especially when I'm driving. So I've been second guessing about Furiosa.
Oh no, I was gonna say I'm considering seeing it tomorrow as an afternoon show. Uh-oh. Explain.
Today was a bad money day. I mean, it kind of just everything converged. Because with the oil change, which was about $53. Well, I was gonna say about $50. It was $53. Which could be way more than it was, but you just screwed me again. And then I went on a bunch of errands. I had to get some towels from Target. I had to get a little desk accessory to hold my, tablet and keyboard. And then I went grocery shopping. All this
Gosh, you're
accomplished
in
because
for like 200 plus.
I know.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, my buddy Caesar reaches out and says, "Hey man, here are the latest pages from this comic that I'm working on. I got some bills to pay though. Could I get in advance?"
Oh no.
And at that point, I'm not gonna say no because he's like 10 pages in of a 13-page comic. And maybe it would be smarter to say no. I don't know how these things work really, but I did. That was a lot of money. And recently I did. Oh crap! I'm not gonna make it. I got my ticket for Ghost in the Shell 2. That's coming back to theaters
Oh.
next month.
Okay.
So I mean I could, but it would feel a little bit decadent. I just feel bad that it's bombing at the box office.
Do you think it was? Yeah, I saw that it won the weekend, but it was the worst Memorial Day weekend ever.
Yeah.
Opening
probably.
ever. I don't know. Do you think it was that? Or was it something else to do with Memorial Day in this country? I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, look, the trailers, I don't know how much of the trailers you saw, but they were pretty bad. I mean, they made it look like a bad, very cheap looking movie. I don't know
I
what
mean,
they were thinking.
I can't even tell really what it's about. I mean, it just seems like Thor is after, like old Thor is after this
Yeah.
chick for some reason, and then she shaves her head. So I don't know. I mean, I like Anya. Wait, what are we doing? A penguin again.
No!
I like Anya Taylor-Joy, so I'm at least going to
Yeah,
give it a go.
I like Anya Taylor-Joy too. Every time I say Anya Taylor-Joy to Donovan, he always says, "them big old eyes." It's like his
Them
catchphrase.
big old eyes.
His Anya Taylor-Joy catchphrase.
I guess she does have big eyes.
I also just like to see Chris Hemsworth as a villain. I think that would be kind of
Oh
fun.
yeah, absolutely. Oh no. Ah!
I was like running at you because you were noted by the.
Yeah, I got. Oh no. We just need to maybe bounce people.
Yeah, we're doing so bad. I was kind of running around.
Protectors. Oh gosh, there's no way.
Yeah. We can
I
make
just
it.
looked at the score. I was like 37, 53, and 9.
Why are we doing so poorly?
I don't know.
I got it.
Hold on to it. I'll try to.
No.
do it. Oh no. Hold on to it, my
No.
brother.
You're so slow when you're running.
When you're carrying a penguin.
Yeah, right. That's what I meant. Which is true.
Yeah,
That's very realistic. This is a realistic game.
I would say so.
Hmm.
Beansy weensy.
I see you.
I lost track of the penguin.
I went for.
Oh, gosh.
You looked lost.
He was dangling on the.
See, they're working as a team. Ah.
Yeah, there's no way. 134!
You're not gonna be holding the penguin. Ah!
There's no way.
Got crushed. What is
Yeah,
this?
slaughter rule should have been into effect.
Yeah.
Did you see our Roblox guy? Did he come on?
No, but I got a friend request from somebody else in Fall Guys. It was there when I logged in. Oh, the pest control guy is coming tomorrow.
What's happening? What kind of pets do you have?
I've got a mouse in the walls.
Oh, I forgot about that. I don't think that's a mouse. I think it's a squirrel.
It does seem like it's big, but don't squirrels chitter or make noises?
Oh,
Maybe
true.
not. I don't know.
Golly, have they talked to you about what the plan will be?
No,
Because when I had one in here, they said all they could do was put traps up,
yeah.
and then that was basically it. Or I could wait until it died in the walls, and then it would smell.
Yeah, I feel like that's what we're trying to avoid. Like I mean, obviously it's a problem because it's waking me up in the middle of the night, but the real problem is if it dies.
Yeah. And the other problem is if it bites through the.
Yeah, which I'm terrified of.
I'm sorry I brought that into your head, but you needed to be made aware that they're able to do that.
You needed to be scared straight.
Yeah.
So what I imagine is going to happen is this guy's going to come over. I'm going to say, yeah, it's usually happens at like 3 a.m., 6 a.m., 10 a.m., and then at night. And he's going to say, I don't hear anything. Because he's coming at 11.
You have the thing though, right?
What
The
thing?
recording?
Yeah.
Or
I mean,
just,
I could play it
in
for her,
that.
I guess.
And then tell him where you hear it.
Yeah, I figure I'll do that, but I don't know if he's gonna actually like drill into the wall tomorrow.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I mean, well, that's interesting. Because are there any holes that they could put well, I guess you should be glad you don't have any entryways, because that's how the mouse got out in my area. Yeah, I just wonder where he would put the, trap.
Right. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm no mouse herder.
Yeah.
Whoa! Just had a flash
That hammer helped me out. Crazy.
It's just funny because it's like I got a mouse on the wall. It's my problem, but it's also just the building's problem. And yet I feel like I'm like crazy telling people I've got a mouse on the wall. And yeah.
Oh, some fruit. Oh, there you go. Count the fruit. Avoid the rising slime. 1. The screen show the quantity of a type of fruit. Stand on the tile matching that fruit to survive.
I don't understand. When the screen shows the quantity, it's just showing the fruit. What does that mean?
I don't know. Okay.
This is nothing like the Pokemon counter in Pokemon.
Okay. There's
Is that a
one
durian?
pair. There's
One
a
pair of
red
what?
thing.
One pair of what?
Not just
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I think it's the red thing.
Yeah, I think so. Stop grabbing me.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Ooh, okay.
You're
What
on
happened?
it?
Yeah. What happens if you're just in midair? What? How
Wait,
there was not more pairs than.
I'm so confused.
Let's see what these people are doing. So right now it looks like there's 2 pairs, 1 red, maybe 3 pairs. No.
1, 2,
2 pairs.
and 1 red. I don't understand.
So let's see.
Maybe it's opposite day.
I hate opposite day. But
Wait,
does
why
that mean
that
I love it?
person?
So I'd stand on the pair, but
I would as well.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So did
So-
we miscount that?
yeah, we must have.
Wow, okay.
That was harrowing.
That was. Even when we followed the rules, we lost.
That's why I don't follow the rules anymore. This is my villain origin story.
My word. Well, man, if you and, well, I've already chosen Suzume. It'd be funny to make you all watch My Fault, which is the step-sibling love story. But, I feel like I don't want, I just know that I'm going to be the only one who would enjoy that. So I won't put you through it.
Maybe in August. That's like whatever we don't do in June.
Oh my
Maybe
God.
in August.
Maybe in August.
That could be
Well,
the
in
title
August
of our
we'll
book.
have to watch all 6 Aliens.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do you want to skip Prometheus and Covenant because we watched those last year, or no?
True. Yeah, I guess really we should rewatch Resurrection.
Oh no. And Alien 3, we just watched that too.
We just did watch that one, yeah. And did we watch 2 together, or we just were like watching it at the same time but separately?
Yes, that happened.
Yeah.
That was so romantic.
Oh.
And the fact that
Donovan,
we told each
yeah.
other about it. Yes.
Oh yeah. I was just gonna say Donovan's he thinks that we like watch more TV shows together than we actually do. I'm like, no, it was just Last of Us, and then,
And Over the Garden Wall.
or yeah, if you count that, and then the last episode of Resident Evil.
Oh, I forgot we watched that together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow that actress on Instagram. I guess both of them. She's like, she's pretty cool. She's like a DJ.
Doing anything now?
Well, unfortunately, so she's been in Charlie's Angel, which was a notorious bomb. She was in Resident Evil, which everyone hated. And she was in that game Forspoken, her likeness even, which was another huge bomb. So she's a very talented, very beautiful actress, yeah, who just cannot catch a break.
For some reason, if you ask for help, someone grabs you and you're a piggyback, but I don't know why that would be helpful in this particular
Interesting.
game.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh no! I regret that.
Ah.
You know, this is totally random. I don't know what happened, but I meant to ask you about what happened with Field Day. I don't know if we like just didn't
Oh,
stream after that.
Field Day. Well, it
That was a
would
good
have
question mark.
been. Yeah, because Wednesday I talked about it, and then I guess well, we watched that movie, so I
Oh,
guess I
right.
didn't really even think of that. We were so
We were so
bedazzled
wowed,
by
yeah.
Drive Away Dolls
What
that,
a great movie.
and all the dildos that it turned out to be okay. Well, in the beginning, someone quote unquote didn't show up, and so I had to cover I had to watch his class until Field Day began, and so Field Day was supposed to begin like between 9:30, and there was rain, and so then there over the announcements was like between 9 and 10, and then it gets to be like after 10, and so unfortunately the guy that I had to babysit his class was in the media center, and it's almost like the worst place to be. Well, shop is probably the worst, but just like everyone comes in, because there's all this like equipment, so they go into this side area and like pump up the rap tunes. And so at one point there was this group of girls, and they're playing some hip hop. And one of the girls gets on the anchor table because that's also wow, that was easy. The anchor, because that's where they do the morning news show, and she starts dancing, and I like immediately tell her to get down. Meanwhile, I can hear through the door someone saying this N word, be tripping, meaning me. I assume that I'm tripping, and I'm just like, and then they're saying she's gonna kick us out. I just didn't want her dancing on the thing. I almost wanted to say like, save it for the club. But that was definitely, yeah, dangerous.
That's very dangerous.
But then it was time for Field Day to begin, and everyone left. And then I kicked out the last four and said, "You have to go this place if you're not going to participate or watch." And I went and went in my cubby to see if I needed any more, any more duties. The funny thing is, he never showed up. So I just left, and the
man.
door was locked and everything. And I actually emailed, once we were getting, after an hour, I emailed the sub coordinator, said, any idea when he's coming in? Never received any word from her. And then I was telling some people at lunchtime, where I was, and they're like, oh, we saw him. He was like doing dot, 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 dot. I'm like, well, I'm glad that there was a lack of communication there, because I sure was, with a group of kids.
He was fiddling.
Yeah.
Well,
So so I just hung out. Oh shoot.
No.
Yeah,
I died
too
anyway.
far.
Oh.
Hung out, read. Can't remember if I watched a part of a Star Wars at that point in time, and then left.
Wow.
Actually, no, that was the day I edited my podcast. I was very productive that day, actually, yeah.
It all worked out, sort of.
It did all work out, yeah. Yeah, except for that first little bit. But I just have 6 days left, 7 days.
Wow.
Yeah, of the kids anyways, so.
And then you're gonna ticket. Grabbing butts.
Ooh! I mean, I know that I'll be by myself in that, but yes! Yes, I will. Trying to keep him awake.
I know. He's completely forgotten about that. Or not forgotten, but he didn't think it was a big deal. He was surprised that you had brought it
up. Oh, could not. That was your birthday. Of course it was a big deal.
Yeah. Well, he was there for the day, not necessarily the start of it. To think it was just you and me when I turned The moment I turned 30, it was then that I knew, surrounded by ghost crabs.
Oh! Yeah, they're so ghostly that we couldn't even see them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Would you say that that is in the top 10 moments of your life? Your birthday, not that particular moment.
Oh, I would have given it to you. Sure.
Your top 10. Oh, you think so?
I've never thought about. It's funny because I think about top tens a lot in terms of top 10 movies.
Sure.
But that's a new one. But I bet it would be. Obviously, number one is my birth.
Oh yeah,
That was
leaving
a
the
highlight.
primordial ooze,
Yeah, I was so excited.
ripping out the that cord that connected you to the as a battery, you know.
Oh yeah, that was really. It was traumatic.
Yeah.
All the robots.
I just find the whole thing, I mean, if we can even rehash it, leading up to it, how I would say you were annoyed with the Liberté. The fact that you had to do that again and just like, why on my birthday do we have to go on this thing again?
Yeah.
And I was just like, why do you keep an open mind?
True. I didn't
Yeah,
think of it
and then
that
there
way.
we were. And I think you liked it this time.
I did. I was with all my friends.
Yeah, isn't it funny how just like one variable can change an experience?
Yeah. I think about that all the time. Well, especially with like today's episode at the Gulf oil station, or the Gulf gas station.
Gulf oil.
The Gulf oil disaster. That like I'm just so much more confident just walking around in like a group of people, or just even one person, you know. Was if I'm alone, like I can't do anything. Like I can't go to a restaurant and sit down and eat. I have to be with somebody. That's just like so much of the world that's closed off. Therefore, I think I'm going to have to find a wife for that exclusive purpose.
That seems like some sort of logistical fallacy. I'm not sure which type it is, but sure, yeah.
Or
because you can't do anything alone, you must have a wife.
Get a wife. Or I could
Yeah.
impregnate a woman,
Whoa!
consensually, of course, and raise the kid so that I could
Oh my gosh!
have a buddy.
Well, question though, is it the kid, even as an infant, that would be okay? You feel more confident?
Yeah, maybe not. I guess I'd have to have them, or him, I mean, obviously. I'm a guy.
Oh my gosh!
I would have to have him be raised by somebody else. And then when he's ready to be a social person, not like I am, which is, I mean,
Yeah.
also like I couldn't raise it because I couldn't give him a good example of what to be, you know?
Golly.
So that's why I'm not going to pay alimony or anything.
Alimony! Whoa, whoa,
Oh, that's for
whoa.
divorce, child support.
Yeah, I was like, we're getting out of control here, but you are divorcing then. So
That's
you're
true,
not even
yeah.
going to be with this woman. You're going to impregnate her. So
Well,
you don't even
marry-
need to marry her,
Well, I mean, I will.
but you'll take full custody.
Yeah, which I think would be a
Uh-huh.
good thing. So, like, even I mean, I'm gonna be
Okay.
upfront. Like in the vows, I'm gonna be like, "You're here because I get nervous with waiters, and so I just need somebody."
Oh my goodness! But well, let me shoot some holes into your logic.
let's see this. Yeah, okay, if you can.
Well, because you just said you can't be with waiters by yourself. Donovan and I were with you at that tacky Mexican restaurant that's no better than the Pickle Jar.
Pickle jar.
And you allowed that man to take your food away from you.
Oh,
So explain that. Because you had two people with you, and you could have stood up for yourself and said, no,
Sir,
I'm not done.
I am not finished.
Ah.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is probably, you might be a perfect candidate for a Russian mail order bride.
I saw that. Russian mail order brides are targeting Chinese men. It's not close enough. I've got a bit of a communist heart, I think.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, and that's perfect because they really don't want to be married to these people. So you'll just marry, and then 9 months later, you'll divorce.
Right. But she'll already have her green card to live in China. I don't know how I'll be able to provide that to her, but it'll work.
Oh dear, oh dear. Wow, you say many unsettling things during Fall Guys.
I guess it's just to offset the pastel explosion
I see.
and the G-rated content.
Hopefully you don't you're not entertaining oh dear, fruit on top of all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one could just take what you say and edit it out of context and be like,
That's
this
true.
man's a monster.
He can never run for city comptroller. I mean, I do wonder about that, honestly, given how much destabilization has been introduced by people currently in the political sphere. Like, how much is that going to matter to future voters? It's a whole new world, as Jasmine would say, before locking lips with Jafar.
Ew!
It
That
happened.
was so gross. With his chin hairs scraping up her neck, I'm like, oh. I mean, the author was writing it like it was a sensual thing, but I just could not get over it. It was so gross. So gross.
I died early.
Oh dear. Oh, I don't think we're going to make it. We have an exclamation point by our number.
Do you remember who was
It's
the voice?
the fruits?
Yeah, the fruits. I was just I don't know what I was doing. Do you remember who
Of
voices
Jafar?
Jafar? Yeah.
Huh. Ah!
No, I was trying to figure that out today.
Is it someone we know?
It's gotta be, right? Let's see. Maybe it's Robin Williams pulling double duty. Let's just see if I can Google Jafar. And we're gonna find out who voiced him in Aladdin 2: Return of Jafar. Jafar Jackson. Yeah. Jafar, voiced by Jonathan Freeman in Aladdin, and Oded Fair in Once Upon a Time.
He's an attractive man.
Yeah, I like Oded Fair. And Naveen Andrews in Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, the spin-off of Once Upon a Time. That's cool, man.
I guess when I think of villains, it's like Scar.
Yeah. Hades was good.
Oh, yes.
James
Yeah.
Woods. Yeah. Scar's really the big one.
Jonathan Freeman, yeah. Look at all these white people for this Middle Eastern story.
I know.
Whoopsies!
Oded Fair, I think, is Israeli. But he's always been playing Arabs.
Oh, boy, oh boy. Well, are your parents getting excited for visitors?
I don't know.
Or they don't think about it until it's the eve of?
That's possible. I know that they've been very busy preparing the house. Not just for the
Oh
visit,
dear,
but
oh
like
dear.
making it over. They got like a new couch, and they redid the upstairs bedrooms. So it's been very chaotic, I guess. And in addition to all the other things, my mom, or the mayor, has been like having all sorts of wedding activities because
Oh gosh.
her friend Libby's daughter is getting married. And the best one, for some reason, she's been invited to Maggie's friend Shannon's wedding.
Does she know her?
Yeah, but like, it's like, would you invite your friend's mom? I don't know, maybe. But it's just like,
No.
I don't remember what
Well,
the reason was.
Was she there? Is Shannon one of like the tight-knit group that went to New York?
Yeah, but
Oh, so she's been to sleepovers then, right? At your house?
yeah, certainly. but I think the reason for the invitation was something like she just thinks like the mayor is fun. I don't remember.
Do you not think the mayor is fun?
Well, it was some weird reason. It wasn't like, oh, like she's, always been there for me and we have a long, intimate relationship. But the mayor being fun is a reason that she was invited to a wedding, I think this year, in Arizona, which was a couple of months ago.
Wow.
Or no, that might have been a cousin wedding. But yes, she gets invited to a lot more weddings than I do. I only have one in August, and it's a cousin wedding. Although, Jake from State Farm's sister is getting married this year, but I don't know who's going to that.
Well, has she been to family events?
I don't know if she's been to family events that weren't specifically about Jake from State Farm.
Okay.
But she's great. She gets along with everyone. She's fantastic.
Oh, so she's not like Jake?
Well, she's.
Well, I didn't mean that offensively. I just mean like, is her personality different?
Yeah,
from him?
which
Okay.
that I feel like that's a pretty common thing. Like me and Maggie are not, obviously opposites.
Sure, yeah. Well, it is interesting because when you think about it, the sister of your brother-in-law, like you're not related to that person.
Right.
So it kind of stops at the in-law title.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear, these fruits. But yeah, so I would say that wouldn't be shocking if you weren't
Yeah.
invited to that, unless she typically comes to gatherings, then you might. But
I see.
well, I mean, if I got married, I'd probably invite the mayor.
Would you invite me? Unless I was the one at the altar, of course.
Woo! Your Russian bride.
Yes. I'd have to tell her to wait in the car. I'm doing something.
Oh my gosh, you're a sick man. You're a sick
I
man.
need help.
Oh! I guess that's the title of this episode, Russian Bride.
Russian bride.
Yes, you would be invited, yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you doubt that you would be? I would say we would have to have a really big fracture for you not to be invited
It's
to
possible.
a big
you never
event
know.
of fun.
Maybe in August,
Oh my gosh,
as we say.
that'd be terrible. Well, yeah, I'll have to really look out for you.
Look at. Oh
We'll
no!
be in a city that you don't know and I barely know. I just
Be the
need
blind
to
leading
know
the
where the movie theater is.
blind. Excuse me. Oh, dog on the corner. Could you tell me where the movie theater is? You almost made it.
I did.
Let's roll.
Did I tell you I emailed the Baltimore Public Library System?
Oh.
Yeah, and I wrote them and I said, hey, I'll be moving in June and getting my library card is a priority, but I won't have, basically getting my Maryland license is not a priority. And how can I prove residence and everything?
Yeah.
And they're like, thank you so much for asking. So my mom, because I told my mom this, she said, they were probably overjoyed that you cared that much about the library. I'm like, well, hopefully.
That's true.
But they just need ID and then proof of residence somehow, like a bill or something. So I'll probably bring my lease. But it's high priority.
Yeah. I understand.
Unlike you.
I know. I did walk to the library last month, I think. And I went there and I was like, I could apply for a library card, but I'm also sweating and gross. I feel like I could do this later. It's a weird library in Mansfield. When I went, it was during the day, in a weekday, and it was packed. It's right next to the high school. So I think it's just a hub for kids, which is not something that I mean, I guess the Milford Library where I grew up was across the street from the middle school, but I never went to the library when I was in middle school, so I don't know. Maybe it's just a more studious lot here in Mansfield.
Guess so. I'm surprised. You seem like the library kind of type.
No, I didn't reading when I was a kid. Well, I liked reading when I was a young kid, and then it came time for like assigned summer reading, and that's what turned me off from it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. How do you foster a love of reading through academic requirements?
Right.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
Especially because the teacher and the book can just kill
Oh
reading,
yeah.
and then they're like, I hated that, and I'll never read again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read some rough books in high school, like high school. Um,
The Awakening.
I did read The Awakening in high school. I thought that was okay. I read. I didn't like reading Walden. That was for
Oh,
AP English, not even a
it's a
literature
hard
class.
read. Because I
Yeah,
mean, I recently read that with Tom. I was like, wow, this is dense.
yeah. Now imagine
Oof.
a high school kid who just wanted to play Gears of War.
Yeah.
Um, but nothing would beat Atlas Shrugged Summer. That was just. It was.
Whoa, really?
I think I
They
was the
gave
only
you an
one.
Ayn Rand? Oh, was it about, like you were
What?
given a list of ones you could read?
No, we had 3 books we had to read before AP Lit senior year. But I imagine I
Oh,
was the only one who actually read Atlas Shrugged because I was doing 50
wow.
pages a day and it took like all summer.
I bet it
Um,
did.
and we also read Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. I don't know
Ugh.
why. And a third book, which I don't remember. Um,
What
but
year was
yeah,
Incredibly Loud? When did you read that one?
surprisingly, that was senior year. Uh,
Okay.
for the AP Lit class, that was also the one where we did the like African American history unit where we read Beloved, which is one of the best books I've written, and The Help,
Yikes.
which had just come out, of course. That was
Yeah.
2011.
Golly, they could have paired Beloved with like a James Baldwin or something.
Right? Yeah.
Interesting.
Or even just another Toni Morrison. I eventually took a
Yeah.
Toni Morrison class in college, so I got caught up. We read The Bluest Eye and
Ooh.
Home. I really like Sula,
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, Beloved was, that was
It's
something
rough.
else. Yeah.
I mean, that's one of those constantly challenged books in school.
Yeah, which I really don't get. I mean, I don't get any challenge, obviously. Like, that one just blows my mind. We did get to choose books at some point, and I chose a book that I want to always call Johnny Tremaine, but it was Johnny Got His Gun.
Oh, there's a Johnny Tremaine.
Yeah, I read that in middle school, I think, or maybe elementary school. But I never took any American literature classes in high school, so I missed I never read The Great Gatsby, never read Catcher in the Rye,
Oh,
Sound of the
yeah.
Fury, Mice and Men, none of that stuff.
Like,
Like major gaps in my.
would you, I mean, you don't have a lot of time for reading as far as I can tell, but would you ever go back and read some of these that are
Yeah,
considered the great? You
definitely.
just died. I saw you fall.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't avoid
What
that.
happened?
Were you making friends with that alligator?
I
Um,
was just hanging out. I was watching, hoping that no one,
no one would push you.
yeah.
I definitely want to read Moby Dick. That's American, right?
Herman Melville, I
Yeah.
dare say. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot, you know about it, right?
Yeah, that it's like weird and it goes into like whale biology for
Oh,
a
yeah,
giant.
it's like, yeah. I was 50%, that might be generous, but yeah, it really goes off into these, uh, yeah,
Yeah.
marine biology sort of trails.
I think that's interesting, but I imagine it's going to be difficult. Um,
Penguins.
oh, right, I keep forgetting. I was like,
Hold them. Hold those
looks like there's a
penguins
lot here.
close to you. I was actually interested in rewatching Civil War because I was going to pay closer attention to Kirsten Dunst post that man's death,
Mm-hmm.
just because it's interesting to think about her, just how like she shuts down, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the first time I saw it, I didn't get it. Like, I was like, why is she being like this? So I think I'd have to also be sure to watch out for that.
Oh, you got 29 points. Good job.
Yeah, that time I did well. I learned to listen.
And then, yeah, she snaps out of it. She has like
Yeah.
a sixth sense of that where the president is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, it's a bummer too because I was thinking about that today when Donovan said, was it today or was it yesterday when he said we can act out what it was? And I was thinking about, when that all of it, and she had warned, like she did not want him to go with them, and
Yeah.
then he was telling them, "Do not go. I have a bad feeling about." It was just
Mm.
that whole thing was so messed up. And
Yeah.
then really you become, I would say, well, I became resentful of our
Kaylee Spain.
our future heroines.
Yeah.
Just that was so weird. Like, let's be crazy as we're getting close to like a war zone. And
Mm-hmm.
hanging out of a car and all of that, which I
Yeah.
think you and I talked about that as like clearly plot purposes.
Yeah, it was pretty
Just-
contrived.
Yeah, like why did that have to happen? But yeah,
Yeah, I really like that movie.
do you think she'll be up for an academy? Not Haley, but
Kirsten
Kirsten.
Dunst.
Yeah,
I mean, I definitely as it was going on that movie, I was like, sure, but come December, I don't think anybody's gonna be talking about Civil War,
that's too bad.
especially with all the new and exciting Oscar movies.
Like Alien Romulus.
Exactly. I'm curious about the movies coming out of the Cannes Film Festival.
Oh yeah,
I've
like Donald
only-
Trump.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm in the mood for that, but I've only really
10
been hearing
minutes
about
standing ovation.
Yeah, I read about that because I mean I've been hearing about that since like Pan's Labyrinth when that had got like a 22-minute standing ovation at Cannes, and people were like, well, the filmmakers are there, so it's not necessarily about like that's the emotional reaction that the critics are having, but more so that like they're applauding them as their, you know. Yeah, this is a tough one, isn't it? I'm curious about Megalopolis. I don't know anything about it, but I might have to check that one out. It's you and me, buddy.
I was intrigued by whatever the heck this security guard was doing with all of these people. Have you seen all of this?
No.
There's at least 3 people. Kelly
Oh,
Rowland is one of
yes.
them. And like Siu Yoon, or I think her last name was Yoon, maybe? I don't know.
Yuna?
Yes.
I couldn't
yeah.
believe that. She's my favorite idol. she
It's
got
so
hassled
weird.
too.
It was, and then there's a third person, and it was all
Yeah.
about, like, they just wanted photos on the carpet,
steps,
and she's,
yeah.
like, blocking them, and, like, forcing, it was nuts. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. Kelly Rowland.
Yeah. And that one, whoever I can't remember, had, like, this amazing gown, and
Yeah.
the train had, like, Jesus Christ on it.
Mhm.
And so, like, the intent is to have that photograph. So, yeah, I don't know.
She's like, no, you got to get in the theater. You're gonna miss the coming attractions, which I'm sure they
Oh,
have at film
gosh.
festivals.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bizarre.
Oh, I did recently see on Hulu the season or series, I don't know, of finale of Under the Bridge is out, so now you can watch the whole thing.
Oh man, yeah, I feel bad.
Just
I let that
FYI.
one.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, they'll still get the ratings, right, if you watch it? Or is it too late?
I have no idea how it works anymore. Certainly, kind of flew under my radar. If it wasn't for good old Lily.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm having a spot open up. I probably finished The Sympathizer tonight. I watched the penultimate episode today. I guess I'm probably good on Shogun. I could probably call that one finished, even though I didn't technically watch it.
Yeah, I was going to say, even though you didn't finish it.
Yeah.
My parents really liked that. I was talking to my mom about that, and she said, "Yeah, your dad and I really liked it. We might rewatch it." And then I told
Whoa.
her, "Oh, they're gonna make it season 2 and 3. Did you know that?" She's like, "No, I didn't know that." She was telling me about the quote unquote original series.
Yeah, did she watch
Way
that
back
when it
when,
was?
in the 70s. Oh yeah, matchmaking canceled. Why'd you cancel it?
It's just taking too long. I was getting
Gee,
antsy.
I
I
guess so.
was like, I want to play now.
Just like you males, instant gratification.
Yeah.
Ah, boy.
Yeah, I'd be curious to go back and watch the original miniseries.
I've been watching One Tree Hill. Did I tell you about that?
Brief. Well, I think you'd mentioned it, but I don't know if you said it. Oh, because of the thirst trap.
The thirst trap. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, now all these things are popping up with One Tree Hill. Why don't I give it a go again? And it's one of those that I can like half watch because I
Yeah.
know the beginning so well. And we'll see if I make it beyond when Peyton and Lucas leave, because that's when I left before. So maybe I don't need to watch all 9 seasons again.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Yeah, there are a
And
lot
then
of shows. Yes.
No, you go ahead.
Well, there are a lot of shows that I always think I'm gonna like half watch because I don't think that they warrant full attention, but I just can't do that. It's hard for me.
Yeah. You could. Yeah, it depends. I mean, there. You know, if it's a mystery or it has like details, then yeah, it probably deserves your attention. Or like Under the Bridge, I probably would be, as long as I like it, I'd probably be fully focused on that.
Right.
I'd also like to watch. I keep forgetting about this. The True Detective, the 3rd season,
Oh, yeah.
which I
I
hear good
saw-
things about, with Jodie Foster. Oh, do you like it?
I did not personally like it, no.
Oh, would you say that it was good though, but you don't like it?
I mean, that's a tough one. Because I do think that a lot of it kind of was like theme and story. Like, honestly, it's just like a very uneventful series, which was surprising. And the mystery was interesting, but it was just like, yeah, just not a lot going on. Like, they kind of revisit the same people and just sort of have these conversations, and it's like, alright,
Okay.
nothing really happened here.
I think she's nominated for an Emmy. Is that correct?
I mean, I would buy it. I don't know when the Emmys are happening. I'd never know.
Mark Shelton emailed me. Do you know who that is?
That is Kelly's stepfather, Linda's husband. He looked at your.
Yes, yeah, I know.
Yeah. I was like, what
I
is
have to email him back. I guess he was not on my list of people to email to tell him that I got a job, so now I need to email him and say, "Sir, I got a job."
Oh, interesting.
He sent me a job listing,
Hmm.
so I need to probably tell him he doesn't have to do that anymore. But how kind! All these shoots coming to my rescue.
If only your favorite friend would do that.
I know, good heavens.
He's a shoot,
Yeah.
isn't he? In name only, not in
name
character.
only. Yeah. I should text the mayor and say, on a scale from 1 to 10, how fun would you say you are? Harry and I are having a debate. I use her as an example now when it's time to,
No.
it's time to leave someplace. No!
The Irish goodbye.
I was, yes! I know! I'm like, man, it's gonna take you a long time to say goodbye. Oh, was that Ellie's wedding? 'Cause,
Oh.
like, we were quote unquote leaving, and I'm like, well, now it's gonna be like 20 minutes until we actually leave. And then it really was.
Crap.
Kind of nuts. Let's see.
I don't know if the Irish goodbye refers to saying goodbye to everybody or leaving without saying goodbye to anybody. I think there's some debate about that. I did that once at a party because I just didn't know how to leave.
You just left?
Yeah, I said goodbye to the host, and then that's it. but like all the people I was talking to. And then later, one of the girls was like, "You didn't even say goodbye."
Aww.
And I was like,
And
"Well,
then you felt bad?
yeah, I did feel bad, but I never saw those
Man.
people again."
I mean, just to experience your cousin's bar mitzvah
Yeah.
and the fact that we would like start leaving and then stop and then start leave again is kind of, it was, and then I think we got called over because we were talking to the lady, the
The woman of the hour.
beautician who got pulled
Oh,
over
yes.
in Boston, and then we
Oh,
got called
gosh.
over to leave. And then we started making our way, and then we stopped again. So that, I was like, oh, this is what life is like.
I think she was still telling that story at the baby's birthday.
Oh, gosh. If I see her again, I'll ask about it.
Yes.
Tell me
Was
about
it
that
you?
time you...
Yeah.
Didn't you get out of a ticket from a Boston cop?
Oh, man.
Ah,
That was interesting.
you can't say that your, I don't know, constituents, family members are uninteresting.
Yeah, I mean that's really that's my mom's side of the family. My dad's side is like so much different. And there's like this kind of recent ongoing joke about how like my dad's younger brother's family is like the nicest people in the universe, and they just make us look bad by comparison.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Did we do it? Ooh, we're right on the edge. No!
What would you say 10 would be? She said 0 being no fun, 10 being manic. Is that a proper scale for you?
Interesting. So manic, that has negative connotations.
Yeah, that's a little, yeah.
A little too
Life of
fun.
the, maybe 10 would be 10, life of the party, invited to everything.
It,
Don't you think?
yeah, because I think like, just thinking of all the people I know, and even like her friends, like, okay, she does have that one friend who's like a spaz, and like has a reputation for like being crazy, so she's not that, certainly. Um, but she does get invited to everything. I mean, she is the mayor. So yeah, I'd say like a 9, maybe a 9.8 on the IGN
Wow,
scale.
9.8!
That's Nintendo numbers, y'all. That's a Legend of Zelda.
Oh, that was because I don't think IGN does points anymore besides 5s.
Oh, really?
I didn't think they did
Hmm.
anything I think they only go by halves now.
I used to put a lot of stock into that. I mean, I think I've told you before, like the ratings of old games that I've just internalized. I'm not going to do that again. Because it's embarrassing. Let's not do this again. How do I get into like the stuff that's,
The special stuff?
yeah. This is what happens when you put me in charge. Let's do this one. Kathy Kelly shoots sent an attachment.
Ready, buoy, buoy, buoy.
Yeah, that sounds promising.
It sure does.
Run into a power up to collect it, then press to use it.
She's giving her a 7. She said, definitely not invited to everything, which is fine with me. Oh, I didn't even look at the... We just go? We're
we have
just
to
racing? Is
get
it just
a-
you, me, and me? Oh, no, it's a maze.
And we have to get power ups? Yeah, this is interesting. Already hit a dead end.
Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. It's just UVI?
I think it is, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's possible that there are others. Also, where do we go?
Yeah,
Ah!
qualified 0 out of 2.
Let's hope
Oh,
we both make it.
hello. Hello?
Where are we even trying to go?
Hello?
Oh no! I did not think of that. Oh, a dead end.
Oh no.
Ow.
This looks I don't even know. What were the directions?
It said something about power-ups. I haven't seen any.
Oh!
Oh. Did you make a friend in here? In the back
No,
rooms?
I fell down the...
Oh yeah, that's a nice
Yeah.
little tree. I wonder if this is just a troll level.
Oh, shit. Oh, can you jump?
Have we been everywhere?
Ooh, I've gone to a new place.
Okay.
If you... Well, I guess you want to figure it out yourself.
I got it.
Okay.
Mateo L67. You've seen the last of me, huh? Oh, I'm getting pushed.
Well, I had some questions. When's the last time you saw Return of the Sith? Revenge of the Sith?
We watched it for the podcast most recently. I think that was like 2020. And I
So
definitely
if I ask
didn't
you
like
some
it as
questions,
much.
you'll remember?
Probably, yeah. That's my favorite Star Wars.
Is it really?
Rogue One it gives it some competition, but yeah, it's still Revenge.
Okay. When, at the beginning, when they have to go and rescue the Chancellor,
Mm-hmm.
and they're in the elevator, and Anakin has gone on top of the car, and Obi-Wan is yelling at R2 to turn on. Do you remember this?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
so.
When Anakin drops back down, Obi-Wan is shocked. He's like surprised, and he says, "Oh, it's you." And I wonder if that was an indication that Anakin already had some bad juju about him, and that Obi-Wan had sensed something and thought it was somebody else, but then was surprised when it was Anakin.
That's interesting. A little foreshadowing.
But you don't have any guesses?
No. But
Okay.
I think that makes sense.
Oh, could I use this to leap me over? Whee!
That's pretty good.
Thank you. The other question is, when 4 Jedi Masters
Uh-huh.
went to
Arrest
confront...
the Chancellor? Yes.
Yes. Did I fall down a hole? What is
I
that?
don't know what that was.
Should they have not put up more of a fight? I mean, 2 of them immediately just get stabbed and they didn't even move. They just stood there. My guy, Kit Fisto, what's happening?
My favorite. I think you can't touch these. Pink.
Oh, okay. He lasts a couple rounds, but then it's mostly Mace Windu.
Right.
But it's just like nuts to watch these people just get stabbed.
Yeah. I've seen Kit Fisto cut a ship in half underwater.
Oh gosh, in Clone Wars?
In Clone Wars. No,
Yeah.
It's cleaner that way.
I don't know how to get across that without touching that thing. How'd you do it?
I haven't.
Oh, I guess we have to go
struggling.
this. Okay.
And these things only push you... Oh.
Oh no. Which way
This
to
is
go?
the...
Are you going back? Don't go backwards.
Well, maybe I'm thinking let's go back here and go on this platform. This
there's a better way?
slime. Oh, no, the slime kills you.
Okay. I jumped and dove over it, so
Okay.
maybe I'll be okay. Oh dear,
Out comes Razor. Huh? Yeah, okay.
Man. What is this? Whew, I'm scared. Good thing there's not been a time limit on this. Whee!
You made it?
Okay, yes.
Oh, I'm right there with
so
you.
Harry says 9.8. I would probably give solid 9.
Mm-hmm.
You give a thumb. I think I'm going to say dislike on that one.
I kind of liked it. It was different.
Yeah, it was a thought one.
Let us see. Press piggyback. That's right.
Yeah, see? I don't know if the piggyback helps, though. My gosh, Hack Hazard 6565-9418-3152.
Should we give him a call?
They could be like, maybe it's a PlayStation code or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
What's the piggyback? Is it up on the D-pad?
Yeah. You call for help. And then what?
Then you get grabbed.
I don't know how do you go on the piggyback?
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
I would like that. Oh no. What's up, piggyback? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Interesting.
Are you making it okay?
Doing all right. Ooh.
What are all those doors?
Uh-oh, Dingleberry's up ahead.
Donovan's Dingle.
Do you think that's going to be his legacy, Dingleberries?
You know, he was just, I just mentioned something, and he said to me that I love the fact that, what was it, how's this phraseology? Something along the lines of, I love thinking that he's a hoe, and I just told him that you and I constantly talk about him being promiscuous, and he responded, I knew I should never have let you onto my spicy Instagram. So probably, I mean, yeah, it just adds to his character, I guess.
Mm-hmm. That's what he's
Character
about.
arc. Yep. Oh, denied thrice.
Denied. DNS. What's this? What new terror? Oh.
Oh, boy.
Alright, where are we trying to go here?
This fan? A fan?
Whee.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Oh.
remember moving out too, where we had to throw plants onto a fan?
That was ridiculous. If only we could have gotten some help.
Oh, I know.
Ow.
Oh dear. Fan's not helping me. I guess you made it. Past
I
the
did.
fans.
I'm a master of fans.
Just like Jill's the master of unlocking.
And that guy on the show. Whoa. Like that Bon Jovi song.
Oh yeah. Which one is that?
Is that Shot Through the Heart?
Oh sure, yeah. Shot through the heart and you're to play.
That was a song that I learned how to play the drums to.
Really?
Yep.
KKC said we are far too generous.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess that's like an employee evaluation. You always want to rate yourself lower than what you think. I don't know if that's true or not, but okay, let's do. I think we have time for one more,
Okay.
and we're going all the way. There were many years where my supervisor would always rate me like a 3 out of 5 average on those.
At the captioning company?
Yeah. And
3 out of 5?
And like I don't know how she judges that, because it's not like she sees. I mean, it's a job that is measured only by how quickly and how well you caption. It's not like, oh, is he good in the office? Like, is he good with other people? You don't talk to anybody, so there's only that one metric. And like we don't even talk to each other, so it's not like always talking back to me or giving me a lip. I don't. But so it's like it's quantitatively measured, and there's a bit of quality in there. But like if I'm average, then who the heck is better than me? Like it's not. I don't say that out of pride. I'm genuinely curious.
Maybe Stevie's getting a 4.
It's possible, and that's why I sabotage her at every turn.
Yeah. Well, what's nuts is I feel like your supervisor is a hypocrite because doesn't the supervisor check with you if something is wrong?
Yeah, theoretically. There's like no review process.
Yeah, because I remember there was something that happened and you said, oh yeah, that wasn't me. It was the time you dumped Stevie under the bus.
Yeah.
And your supervisor said, yeah, I didn't think so. And so that's not a 3 out of 5 employee if you know what their standards are. Also, you should be are you getting a paperwork that gives you the different categories that you're rated, or she's just telling you, oh, it's a 3 out of 5?
Yeah, there were different categories.
Oh, okay. But it averages out to 3 out of 5, or she's giving you 3s all throughout the categories?
Yeah, it was pretty much that. Like 3 out of 3, or 3 out of 5 for everything.
Do you ask how you can improve?
No. Maybe that's the problem.
Oh, yeah, you don't have a growth mindset.
No, it's an attitude adjustment needed.
Man, what if... Man, what, honestly, would you be upset if Stevie was getting 4s?
No.
Oh, okay. That'd be interesting. I wonder what it looks like to get a 4 at that company.
Yeah, I have no idea. Well, it's also interesting because I think it's like a standardized, and the evaluation changes every year, but it's really for the greater company, which is WGBH or GBH. But it's not, what we do at our company is like so specialized that a lot of it doesn't really apply, and maybe that's true of like a lot of departments. So it's like, communication, or like, what goals are you going to set for the next year? It's like, I don't know, caption. Like, I only do one thing. Caption better. I don't know. So it's dumb. There was one year I tried to just, because it's all through computers, so I just said, every time it was like, what goals are you going to set? And explain. I just put a period. And she was like, you can't just put a period. You have to write something. So maybe that's why.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. Yeah. Could you say something like, engage in new genres or something?
I guess I just try to, like, rewrite whatever the prompt is. I don't know. I don't really remember. Oh, I can't do this part.
Oh, with the trapeze?
Yeah. Taking the easy way out. You did pretty good, kid.
Oh, thanks, Pop.
All the way to the top.
Pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Guy next gets out of here.
Maybe we should watch The Terminator.
Oh.
Nah. Oh no. This is like the new
fruit.
Brain Palace.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Brain Palace.
Here we go.
Here we go. We're gonna get this right.
Should we split up and count different fruits?
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll do green.
Okay, I got the banana. 1, 2, 3. I count 3 bananas at the moment.
I have only 1 green, but we've been burnt on that before.
Oh, geez. Yeah. Try for the banana. How come people are on the other one?
Come
Why? There's
on!
3 bananas!
I'm
I don't
sorry.
understand. There
You
were
only saw
3
one.
bananas! Some fruit? I don't understand.
They all knew. Let's see. I got 3 bananas, 1 red, 4 bananas. Okay. Where do they stand this time? Over here, this Assassin's Creed says.
Oh, was it? Oh, are there different pictures?
No, it's just the
No,
2.
I'm so confused. There were definitely more bananas than the other thing. I don't understand.
Exit. I'm so frustrated.
Maybe I'll have to do a Google. How do you play some fruit?
Well, let's see. Tomorrow's Thursday. It's Yuna's birthday.
Yep.
What? Any
Whose?
big plans? Yuna, that idol who got
Oh, that got shoved to the side by
shoved
the,
like
Yeah.
so much trash.
Oh dear. I mean, Kelly Rowland was saying that seemed somewhat racist, and so, and I think all 3 of the actresses were not white,
French.
so it could be.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah. What are the plans? Well,
Big
yeah,
plans.
go
Big
to work.
plans. Go to
Oh,
work.
work out. I think have coffee with Shy, and then work, and then maybe if I'm lucky, I'll go and see Furiosa.
Furiosa.
Furiosa at oh, you can do
Hey.
emotes on the screen. Whoa! I think it's like 325 or something. So
325.
yeah,
Whoa.
so maybe.
Oh.
But I guess now it's just me. I was like, oh, I can chat about it with my good friend Harry, and now I can just tell you whether I liked it or not.
Yeah, you'll be the canary.
Yeah. Well, you can
Black
always
Canary.
catch it on streaming, I guess.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be Avatar syndrome. Like, there's only one way to watch this if you're gonna watch it.
Oh, in the film, in the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
We'll see. Maybe I can get my butt into high gear. Oh,
Yeah.
somebody's
Well, I
talking.
guess you have to find extra funding, extra cash.
Yeah, I could go like Kickstarter, maybe, or start a Patreon.
Interesting. Why don't you cut your finger
Mm.
and say that you've been kidnapped, and they're threatening to take your limb, and send it to Donovan and ask for a PayPal.
What do you think he'd say to that?
I think he'd be, given what I know about him, I think he'd give you the money.
Do you think there's an upper limit on that, though?
Oh, on how much you ask or how many times?
How much? Like, what would be his breaking
I
point?
think everyone has a limit. I mean, he
Yeah.
has a, he and I are both, we're not in the best financial situation.
Hmm.
So.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
really
I'm not
not.
either. I just got kidnapped.
You're right. You are right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Why don't you invite your parents, and then just because that's in the DNA of parents, they'll probably pay for you.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely true of my parents, but I feel bad because my dad especially always used to fight with with his father over the check, but I've never done that.
I usually ask once, and then after that, yeah. So if they say yes, then I'll do it, and then oftentimes they just take care of it. So
Yeah,
I think as long as you offer, it's good.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. So they paid for you when you saw Civil War together?
Yes.
There you go. So invite them up. Say, hey, do
You
you
want
want
to
to
see
see
Furiosa?
Furiosa? I'd like to spend some time with you before the madness of my 2 bestest friends.
Yep.
Yeah, well,
I always wonder about that kind of thing.
what thing?
Like, Mad Max has been out since like 1981, so like my parents were probably aware of it. But like, if I said, "Hey, like, are you aware of Furiosa?" they might say no. Like, maybe not. But
Oh, yeah,
I just wonder.
yeah. Do you think they know Mad Max Fury Road?
Right, I don't know actually. I don't think my mom watched that as part of her Oscar Oscar watch.
Oh gosh, yeah. Your mom says she does like to dance.
Yes, she does. You should ask her about Dancing with Corn sometime.
Corn? Korn?
No. Freak on a
Oh.
Leash.
Oh dear. What are you gonna do on your Thursday since you did all your productive things today?
I know, it's funny. I got all my stuff done and I still felt like poopy. I think it's just because
Oh,
the work situation's just precarious. So we'll check in. We'll see that there's nothing
okay.
going on. I'll talk to the
Sure.
exterminator. He'll say
Oh,
I
right.
don't hear a mouse. I don't believe you. I'm gaslighting you.
Oh
Um,
dear. Well, remember what I said. Hello?
never change horses mid street. What is
No.
that phrase?
Okay. No, I said you have that recording.
Oh yes, yes. So you have the wiretap recording. You just
Yeah.
um, also. I was also wondering this. Would you tip the exterminator?
No.
Okay.
Tip an exterminator?
I think
Is he, are you getting him or is it from the apartment?
it's through the apartment. Yeah.
No.
I
Yeah,
always wonder about that because I think
you're
just like
paying
everything's
pest.
changed. Yeah.
You should be paying a pest fee, so no,
Okay. Thank
that
you.
goes into that. You're welcome. Are you gonna feel indebted though? You're gonna really want to. This is like the lemonade stand where you're trying to
I
get
know.
2 lemonades.
I was really thirsty. And
Yeah.
Stella held me back. She was like, "Don't," which is also don't drink lemonade that kids give you. Just buy it and throw it in a bush.
Oh, I don't think I did that, but man, I think you gave $10 to that first group. That was very generous.
That's funny. Did we actually buy? Well, did we receive lemonade? I don't even remember because I don't remember
Oh,
drinking
maybe you
anything.
just donated. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. And then the second group, they didn't even know that they were the jets to the other sharks
I
over
know.
there.
Isn't that funny?
Oh,
Who
yeah.
knows what goes on in that crazy little town?
I know, seriously. Your mother needs to get it under control, frankly. It's gonna
it's,
start having some gang
uh,
activity.
it's like the Warriors down there.
The Wire,
Um,
the sequel.
the
T-Ticket.
Warriors too. D-ticket.
Oh, man. Well, thanks for playing.
Yes, thank you. And if we have to keep playing Fall Guys for a while, I don't have a problem with that. I don't want to rush
Okay.
you,
Yeah, I know. I'll try to do better.
but we'll
We'll
see what
see.
goes on this Saturday. I don't know if you have a
Indeed.
movie in mind or if you
No. Well, you had something. You
oh, Late Night with the
said.
Devil.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
But it's not my turn, I don't think.
I was the one that picked Drive Away Dolls.
Oh, right, because before that, what did we watch before that?
Um.
Gosh, it was a
Uh-oh.
while ago.
Let me check my movie list that I keep on my phone.
It wasn't Zero Dark 30.
Oh. Well, that was technically my pick.
But I know I picked something.
Uh, Aliens 3.
Oh, that was mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that worked out for me.
Yeah. Well, it worked out for both of us, really.
You didn't like it as much this time.
Oh, well, I mean, I did want to rewatch it, but yeah. But
Yeah,
yes. Yeah, you are correct.
so sad.
Indeed.
Well, we'll see about it.
Indeedy. Okay. Well, yeah, you consider. I
Hmm.
guess I'll look up the Parents Guide
Yes.
and see if it's too much for me.
I'd be curious.
Yeah.
Well, until then,
Until then, yeah, let me know how pest control goes.
yes, I'll be sure to. Hopefully
Okie
good.
dokie.
All right.
Have a good day tomorrow.
Thank you, you too.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.